just came off a tour with Korn, right?
Yep.
What was, and I know it was a lot of music to learn, and it's not, some of it's not the easiest music. I mean, maybe compared to some of your Mudvayne stuff, it might it's a little bit simpler. But what was your preparation process? How did you prepare for that kind of gig, going into with a band where you have to learn their songs instead of normally you've written the songs with the band? So
you know, it was definitely, that's a good question. It was an interesting process. I started out and just playing all the album versions, and I showed up for a rehearsal and was lost in a bunch of songs because they had all these live versions.
So, but you learned them from the album and just learned them by ear.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Yeah.
And then I went there to rehearse them. We played about, I don't know, 2/3 of a set, and that's the only rehearsal I ever got with them. But they sent me back with a recording of that show, that live show, and that's really how I learned. So I learned what he was putting into the show, and I got individual bass track. So without the rest of the band, so I could go back and reference just literally the exact notation he was playing.
Did you take any notes, write out any notes, or you just put it all in your hard drive?
I put it all in my head. Now, about the only thing I did were were what we called specials, kind of a special in a song where there'll be breaks somewhere that there weren't in the original version, or I put, what fret it started on, what note the song starts on. As long as I start in the right place, then I know where I'm at.
Did you use your regular tuning on those songs? Wow.
Yeah. Well, I used two different tunings: EA, EAD, and GC, GCF.
Right.
EA, EAD being the lower, their original, going with some of the older stuff.